Yo, what's good, y'all? It's Potion, and I'm back with another beat breakdown. I just made this beat and thought I'd break it down and give you guys some tips. I'm just gonna go ahead and play the beat, and then I'm gonna get right to it. But yeah, guys, anyways, that's the beat. I'm gonna go through each element as thoroughly as I can and just give simple tips for Ableton and just producing in general. So, alright, so let's start with the melody here. The first thing I did was I made this pattern here. I think it's just a serum. Oh, never mind. It's a wavetable sound, so Ableton stock. That's what it sounds like. Sounds pretty nuts, I know. I'm gonna show you how I got to that point, but basically the method I used to make this type of melody is I basically was just playing around with the arpeggiate option here and the glissando option. So I'll show you here. That's what's making all of the glide sound is the glissando. It's kind of insane right here, but so yeah, basically you just need to start off with a couple basic notes in a pattern. You just highlight them, and then right here you can choose all these different type of effects. And I just went with arpeggiate, and you play around with the style, the steps, the gate. The gate is really cool, and then yeah, glissando for the sliding. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing that right, but yeah, guys, basically after I got that, I bounced it to a new track here, and this is the original versus what it sounds like. And all I basically did, guys, is I just reversed it and pitched it down once. So here, let's unreverse it. Right, so I just pitched it down and then reversed it and got to this. I also added a bunch of effects. I added some chorus, some reverb in the quartz algorithm. Play around with these algorithms also. Each of them give like really interesting, cool effects that sound quite different. Added some phaser, some auto pan. This new auto pan tremolo is sauce, by the way. And then just EQ'd out some of the highs. And guys, basically after that, I got a serum pluck here from a Shinju preset. See, I just laid down this pluck melody here. Right, and then I added another sound with the exact same pluck, so it's just a layer, and it's another Shinju preset here, and that's what they sound like together. Alright, so altogether, the melody sounds like this. As far as processing for the whole melody goes, I just have multi-band compression on. I basically put this on all of my melodies, honestly, and I just basically go off of what frequencies are overpowering, and I just kind of like to balance it out. And then I also have a Pro Q3. I didn't actually add any right now, but alright guys, so basically for the drums, I made my drums very bouncy and spacious. I'm just gonna add each element one at a time and just go over it that way. So let's start with the clap. Clap is like your most basic clap on every third. So I'm just gonna do that and the hi-hat together. And if you guys have any questions about sound selection and like what samples I use, just feel free to hit me up on Instagram, guys. Like, I'm down to network, like we can make some beats together. Let's get some placements going, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, guys, feel free to hit me up. Let's grow together. I'm gonna play together with the melody now. Alright, and then we have a open hi here. Alright, and then we have a snare here. Snare's in dark blue. And then we have some perks here. These perks are from a Carti Got Wings drum kit. So yeah, guys, that's basically it for like the drums. I'll get to the 808s in a second, but I think what I did really well in this beat was I left a lot of space for the artist to actually come up with lyrics and like concentrate on catching a flow on the beat, which is something a lot of producers miss, I feel like, nowadays. As far as drum processing goes, I don't actually think I have, oh, actually, I do have a little bit. I have a drum bus basically set to 20% dry wet with just a little bit of drive, some soft compression, And then I have this soft clipper rack from Fearless Beats. This is an OG rack. It might be a little outdated at this point, but still amazing rack. I have it on fuzzy hard, soft clipping mode. And yeah, guys, that's basically it. These are pretty simple drums. All right, guys, let's start with the 808s. I'm gonna play the 808s with the melody without the drums. This is the first 808. This is just a basic Zay. Right, and then the next 808, we have kind of like a more sustained 808. And together, the 808s. Yeah, you guys get the point. All right, guys, as far as 808 processing goes, let's go over it real quick. So basically, I have the sample boost, like gain boost, for about like 4 dB, depending on the melody. Obviously, like you don't just like copy like 4 dB boost every time. Like just, you guys gotta hear it out. You know, you gotta mix it in. But I also have a saturator on with a bass shaper, and then I have another E1, and I have an E1 soft clipping plugin here. Very solid plugin, I do recommend. And I basically have that on both of the samples. I do have the more sustained one. But yeah, guys, that's basically the entire beat. As far as my master goes, I have an EQ8 here. I have a kind of a boost to low end and a high end, nothing crazy. You can kind of copy this if you want. And then I have the E1 soft clipping plugin, pretty solid plugin. I usually have it on master too, if not just the default classic clip, and I can play around with these settings here. They also have OTT and stereo width, pretty nice. And yeah, guys, I know there's not a lot of Ableton content out there for especially this genre of underground music, but yeah, guys, if you do want more tutorials, like make sure you subscribe and keep up to date. Like, I'm trying to do my duty to the Ableton gang, guys. Like, we gotta rise up, right? So, but yeah, guys, I'm gonna play the beat one more time, and then that's about it. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your days or evenings. And yeah, guys, I'll see you in the next one.